Hey everyone, happy Monday off the Real Sports. Bert Beiswanger, it's championship week. March Madness rolls on. March Madness on the horse track, March Madness on the basketball court. Love championship week. Next week, the NCAA tournament, the first two rounds of the NCAA tournament. That's the big deal. That's the holiday. But don't sleep on championship week. Now, all the conference tournaments, if they haven't wrapped started by now, are starting up this week. The big conferences. I personally, Big Ten tournament, SEC tournament. Who cares? They're getting Big 12 tournament. They're getting 10 teams in anyway from these conferences. All that can happen is someone steals a bid. So, the 11th place Big Ten team or the 11th place SEC team, they're on the bubble. They're going to get a bid if they win a couple of games over, some mid-major that's 26-5 and didn't win their conference tournament. So I hate that. Teams like Indiana, Auburn have had numerous chances at quality wins, and so they get a couple more, and then they will get rewarded for that. Uh, some people have Indiana still in. I don't know how. This is what's wrong with the NCAA tournament. It's the fun of it has been over the years. Those first rounds with just the upsets, right? The mid majors don't get at larges anymore. So long gone are the days of the Colonial Athletic Conference getting three 1 year, the Missouri Valley getting four 1 year, or even a couple. Uh, recent recent history in which we saw, two 26-5 teams, Drake and Indiana State, and only one of them were going to get in. And Indiana State didn't get in because the committee had to put 17 and 14 god awful Virginia in. And they'll do it again. And they'll come on TV and they will say absolutely nothing, and they'll get away with it. Now, who's going to get left out this year? We don't know yet. We got to let this week play out. But I don't need to see Auburn. We're arguing Auburn versus Alabama or Auburn versus Indiana right now. It's a waste of time. Um, well, it's not a waste of time because it's the current state that we're in. But frankly, I'm tired of hearing about it because neither of these teams should be in. Now, will the big thing is, will they take Miami of Ohio? They got to play their MAC tournament this week. They're 31-0. I don't see how. Um, I think it's pretty sad that we have to have this conversation for a MAC school. I mean, this is not a conference that's at the bottom of the 32 conferences. I mean, this is true mid-major. We've got an undefeated team, and we're having this conversation. We're saying, well, will they get in? Crazy. Stupid. They'll get in. I don't think it matters how many games they win the MAC tournament or whatever. They'll get in. I don't think they're going to win the MAC tournament. I think Akron's going to win it. And then if that is the case, then Miami steals a bid from somebody, and we shall see. That probably puts Miami and Dayton in the play-in round, probably against someone like Indiana. Why wouldn't you? That place would be sold out. It'd be rocking. But we love championship week. It's awesome. I do want to see the top mid majors win their tournaments because I want the best team over the course of a season. I want those best teams in the tournament. I don't need these mid majors that lose their 26-5 team or whatever. They lose to a 15-19 team. That doesn't do anybody any good. Drake did that. Drake beat Belmont, so Belmont in the Missouri Valley did not march on. So the Valley's number one team, Bradley, the number two seed, they lost as well. So I don't like to see that. The mid majors, to me, the conference tournaments do them no good. They need to, I don't know. Sometimes there's not much separation between the second, third team and the sixth, seventh team or what have you. So we have seen that over the years. But I don't know. To me, you're kind of getting in your own way, and I think these mid majors would be better off not having 8 teams, 10 teams, whatever they have in the conference tournaments, and dialing that back. But a 15-team Big Ten tournament is ridiculous, and SEC's the same, Big 12 same. we don't need it. We've already played 20 games in a conference season. You're already getting 10 teams, 11 teams, whatever it is, 9. What are we playing this tournament for? But it is championship week, so watch those mid majors. Those are the fun ones. Everything's on the line, and the Horizon League, Summit League, Mid American Conference, on and on and on. We like those. The A10 even like that. So just everything about it. It's a pure warm up to next week. And frankly, this week has as much basketball as you're going to have in a week. It's just wall to wall from noon to midnight conference tournaments going on left and right. So that is awesome. Hey, I mentioned the horse March Madness on the horse track. It is ramping up. This is March is the kind of the playoff, if you will, to lead up to the Kentucky Derby. So all the major stakes races that pay points for the Derby Trail, that we're in the middle of that right now. So that's happening. And then at the end of the month, first weekend of April, Easter weekend, Final Four weekend actually, that's when you'll have all your heavy hitters: Santa Anita Derby, Florida Derby, Arkansas Derby, Belmont, or not Belmont Stakes, Bluegrass Stakes, Wood Memorial, on and on. That's where you're going to set the field, for the most part, for the Kentucky Derby. So we're looking forward to that. March is awesome, man. We march on. We get a leg up on Mondays. We get a leg up in March early on, and we march on. We like that. All right, hey, IndyCar. Doubleheader with NASCAR this past weekend in Phoenix. IndyCar returns to the classic Phoenix 1 mile oval. That was an IndyCar track to begin with back in the day. And then NASCAR came in, IndyCar left, and it became a NASCAR track. They reconfigured it. I like it. Awesome race for IndyCar. It was a great 2 days of racing. I think that's something that racing fans in the future look at that. What a nice trip out to the desert this time of year, and 2 outstanding days of racing. The IndyCar race was awesome. NASCAR race yesterday. IndyCar race, Alex Palou wrecked out early. I didn't like to see that. I really like Palou. Dominance aside, I know we get tired of seeing the same people win all the time, but there's something about Palou that is, I haven't tired of that. I like Alex Palou, and I like his dominance. He's flat out awesome. But Joseph Newgarden returns to the winner's circle. Rasmussen for Ed Carpenter Racing, he should have won that race. He got into it late with willpower. He blamed willpower. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again. Rasmussen was mixing it up all the time, though. I mean, the fact of the matter is, whether it's willpower's fault or Rasmussen's fault, Rasmussen was sticking his nose into all kinds of stuff. So kind of surprised he lasted as long as he did, but he had the best car and he was the best driver out there. He should have won the race. He knew he should have won the race. Devastated afterwards. But Newgarden returns to the winner's circle. He's an oval master, short oval master. He got fresh tires late and put those to good use. Worked his way, kind of stalked, worked his way to just bided his time between the first place, second place cars of Rasmussen and Kyle Kirkwood, and he worked it. He got out front. He got the passes done, and then he was gone, and that was it. But we love seeing that. Love seeing IndyCar return to Phoenix. Now they go to an inaugural race in Dallas, the streets of Arlington, around AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys, around Globe Life Stadium, home of the Texas Rangers. Got to see how this works out. This is another Fox influenced event, just like Phoenix was with a doubleheader with NASCAR. This Dallas race is setting up to be quite a spectacle. So looking forward to seeing this. Kind kind of wish I could go to this race, but you know what? We'll watch it on TV. That's never mind. It's championship week. We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch college basketball, and we're gonna put IndyCar on another TV, and we're gonna put the Players Championship PGA Tour. We're gonna put that on the TV. They just got done with Bay Hill, the Arnold Palmer Invitational, and they cap off the Florida Swing with the Players Championship in Punta Gorda and the famous 17th Island Hole. There's a lot of courses that have island holes now, but 17 at TPC Sawgrass is the classic of them all. So I love that tournament. Again, March never stops. And World Baseball Classic, well underway. Watched some games this week. Man, there were some good games. Some blowouts. All right, but I like turning on FS1 at 7 a.m. and you're watching the pool being played over there in Tokyo. Um, Japan, South Korea, I forget who was on in that pool. And then you got the games down in Puerto Rico, who should be, by the way, the favorite or second favorite, if not for the fact that pretty much all their best players are not able to play for injury insurance issues. I won't go into it, but suffice to say, a lot of the heavy hitters, some of the best players in baseball, Puerto Ricans, are not able to play. So that team is kind of decimated, but they're at home. They're hosting their pool. A phenomenal game the other night against Panama. That was awesome. Extra innings. And just the atmosphere is awesome. So World Baseball Classic, really good. They're wrapping up the pool play now, and then they'll I think they go to Houston and Miami for the quarters. We'll see. I can't remember all the locations. It doesn't matter. World Baseball Classic, awesome. A nice deviation from spring training. People try to act like they love spring training. It's here, blah blah blah. It gets old pretty quick for me. It's just it's a little long in the tooth, and kind of ready for the regular season to start. But we have the World Baseball Classic, so that is a nice deviation. And frankly, I think this is an awesome international sports event. And all of those players that can play are playing. Some players in contract years, very limited availability. Tarek Skubal, for example, Detroit Tigers. He pitched the other night for USA, but I think that's it. I think it's done. So anyway, so that's unfortunate. And then, like I said, a lot of the Puerto Rican players like Carlos Correa not playing, but it is what it is. All right, hey, get a leg up. It's 70 degrees. Go hit some golf balls. Do what you got to do. Enjoy this weather. It's phenomenal. It's going to be a good week. Going to be a good month. And looking forward to all of it. Looking forward to the Final Four in a few weeks here in Indianapolis. Man, that's just right around the corner. It's going to be here before we know it. All right. Hey, have a good day. Get a leg up. Have a good one.